Hello, I'd like to go over the hero's journey of Anakin Skywalker today. He went from being a young boy to becoming a Jedi Knight, and then trading sides to the Sith Lords, and then eventually redeeming himself before he dies. George Lucas is a screenwriter from the 1970s that wanted to explore new ideas and imaginations for the young crowd, and he went into science fiction genre in order to do so. His experiences left a mark all over the cinematic universe, basically. Star Wars is a universe that's a part of everyone's life growing up. Everyone watches it as a child, and then eventually, you're gonna end up watching one of the movies. And I've read a bunch of these novels that had to do with these movies, so I know a little bit more in detail of what he went through. Anakin Skywalker, as a Jedi, falling to the dark side, was one of the most capable and captivating characters, and one of the most complex story arcs that you can see in cinematic universes or cinematic history. In this speech, I will discuss his journey as a Jedi and his fall as a Jedi to the dark side, and his rise. Not really his rise as the dark side, but his redemption afterwards, after all the bad things he's done. And as you can see, I put a display of him as a young boy aging into this Jedi Knight, and then eventually he falls to the dark side, but then he redeems himself about here and becomes once again a Jedi Knight. And Anakin Skywalker had one of the toughest journeys as a Jedi, because he was not exactly accepted to the Jedi Council and accepted to be a Jedi. He kind of fell into it and was forced into it, kind of, but the Jedi Council did not want him to be a part of them because they felt like it was too late to train him, and there's so many different ways that he could have fell to the dark side, which he eventually did. There's multiple things he's done as a Jedi to prove that he was one of the greatest Jedi warriors. The fact that he fought side by side by the general that led the clone army and whatnot. He became one of the most strongest Jedis early on in his Jedi career. There's multiple accomplishments for him, but eventually his fall to the dark side began by realizing that his mother had been slaughtered, or not really slaughtered, she's been tortured and whatnot by these sand creatures in the desert. And once he finds out, it's too late to save her, and she dies. And he gets so angry, and it gets to him, that he slaughters the entire village. And after that, things kind of roll downhill. He, starts questioning the Jedi Order. He's, not really following the rules as a Jedi. He has a relationship with a queen from another planet, and Jedis aren't supposed to be in relationships at all. And then one thing led to another, and he eventually fell to the dark side and became one of the most powerful Sith. Instead, he slaughtered multiple armies and taken on multiple Jedi. He helped finish off the Jedi there at the end. And he proved himself to be one of the most powerful Sith Lords. But then, his boy that he didn't really know about, but did know about, was kind of touchy. He ends up surviving and becoming a Jedi himself, and he wants to take down the Sith army. And so he trained as a Jedi with this master that his dad used to have, Anakin Skywalker, and his son Luke eventually realized that his father had fallen to the dark side, but he still felt that he could be redeemed and whatnot. And so he goes to fight his own father, and, well, didn't exactly win. He got his arm chopped off the first time. The second time, the Sith Lord was there and everything, and he was able to fight his dad in front of the Sith Lord that, ran the entire Sith army and whatnot. And by doing this, his dad, Anakin Skywalker, realized that maybe this wasn't the right path, and maybe he could be redeemed as a Jedi. And so, before killing his son, he flips over back to being a Jedi. Not exactly being a Jedi Knight, but he realizes what's wrong, and he ends the Sith Lord, the head Sith Lord, and throws him off a balcony, therefore finishing the Sith race, basically, and redeeming himself once again as a Jedi Knight. Now, his rise and fall is one of the most complex cinematic movie-going experiences, and so it resonates with young people and young audiences very, very well. And for that, it creates connections with characters and people at home on a whole different level, and therefore he is one of the most thought out and really detailed characters and really complex story arcs within cinema and whatnot. But his journey was great, powerful, and other than that, y'all have a nice day.